St. Mary's College, the 174th commencement ceremony. Please rise for the national anthem, and please remain standing after for the invocation. The national anthem will be sung by graduating senior Brianna Kinyanjue.
Say, does that star-spangled banner Good afternoon. I'm Gretchen Flicker, Chair of the Board of Trustees of St. Mary's College. It is my privilege to welcome you to our 2021 commencement ceremony. I know this is a day of mixed emotions for everyone here, especially after this past year. Graduates of the class of 2021, I hope you not only enjoy and celebrate your successes and achievements, but also remember and thank those who are celebrating with you, your family, your friends, and members of the St. Mary's community who helped you on your journey to today. We will now begin our ceremony with the invocation. God of all people, we gather today to remember what you have done in our lives and to celebrate a milestone in the lives of the students of St. Mary's College. We give you thanks for the graces you have bestowed upon the students of the class of 2021. As students receive their diplomas, may they remember that their Holy Cross education has prepared them to make a difference in the world. We pray in gratitude for the Sisters of the Holy Cross, our founders and sponsors, for all families who have made this education possible, and for all trustees, faculty, and staff who support the mission of the college. Spirit of wisdom, guide these graduates to use their St. Mary's education to be a strong presence in the world, to signal another way of being, and to always act with integrity. Filled with the compassionate and courageous heart of Mary, may we all share in the vision to make God present in all that we do to build your kingdom. We ask this through our God. Amen.
Please be seated. Wow, what a day. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Katie Conboy, president of St. Mary's College, and I, too, welcome you to the St. Mary's College 2021 commencement ceremonies. As we begin our ceremonies, I would like to read the college's land acknowledgement statement. We wish to acknowledge and honor the Native people and their traditional homelands on which we stand today. We particularly recognize the Pokagon Band of the Potawatomi and the Miami, who have been utilizing this land and its resources for many years and continue to do so today. With deep gratitude, we acknowledge the Native people and their culture within our community, as well as acknowledging the land upon which we gather, pray, learn, and work. Graduates and honored guests, this day is the culmination of so much hard work on the part of our students and many sacrifices on the parts of their families. It is our opportunity, all together, to celebrate their accomplishments and to send them off with all the pomp and circumstance they deserve. While we are necessarily a slightly smaller crowd than we might usually be, we are honored by the presence of our platform party, members of the Board of Trustees, dignitaries, faculty, Sisters of the Holy Cross, parents, grandparents, friends, and loved ones of the class of 2021. So thank you for coming and enjoy this wonderful day. The St. Catherine Medal which I will award next, is usually given at the college's honors convocation to a sophomore or a junior. However, due to the pandemic, we were unable to present this award to last year's winner. As this is one of 2 college-wide awards, we have chosen to make the presentation of the 2020 St. Catherine Medal at commencement this year. The St. Catherine Medal exemplifies excellence in leadership, scholarship, faith, and service, the values of Kappa Gamma Pi, the National Catholic College Graduate Honor Society that sponsors the award. St. Catherine has long served as an inspiration for individuals who aspire to obtain knowledge and to stand their own ground against constraints that might have been placed upon them. In addition to her rigorous academic schedule, pursuing 2 degrees, our recipient dedicated time to a number of different service projects around campus. Specifically, she has been a mentor with Bells Connect, co-founder and secretary of Better Together, our interfaith club, secretary and campus ministry liaison of La Fuerza, and member of the Intercultural Leadership Program. She filled numerous roles in campus ministry as a liturgical minister, a prayer leader, and preacher, and was involved in leading many retreats. In 2017, as a first-year student, our recipient was very active in helping to organize St. Mary's first regional interfaith conference, building an interreligious student community. That same year, she proposed a mural as a way to commemorate the college's 175th anniversary, and through doing this, express a message of inclusivity and welcome. The mural is designed to represent the past, present, and future of the college. She included the 4 Holy Cross sisters who traveled as immigrants to the United States, the Catholic Church's teaching on inclusivity, and the importance of the college's own efforts to be always welcoming to each unique person. She also proposed complementary educational activities through the Center for Spirituality and Justice Studies. Her faith is quite visible in all her service to the college community. She models generosity of spirit, willingness to serve, a gentle disposition, and humor in all she does. Evident in her actions and conversations is a strong sense of justice, consistent with the principles of Catholic social teaching. She has a global dimension to her faith commitment, as demonstrated by her involvement in national church initiatives and attendance at conferences and workshops. Building an inclusive community is at the heart of everything she does. She truly makes everyone feel embraced and valued. Our recipient is well-rounded in her academic and extracurricular endeavors, humble, encourages others, and she has lived and filled her life with opportunities to help and include those around her. Most importantly, her service is instinctive. She does not have to try hard, nor does she serve to make herself look good, only to better the lives of others. The St. Catherine Medal, honoring a student who represents the highest ideals of a Catholic education, goes to Jacqueline Rojas.
everyone. I'd just like to thank St. Mary's for being my home, for allowing me to grow so much as a person, for calling me here. I thank my parents, the faculty, the staff. I couldn't have done it with all of the people in front of me and all of the people behind me. They are the lights of my life, and I do all that I do, like was mentioned, to make sure everyone feels welcomed and loved, because we all have a place in this earth and on this college, and I hope that moving forward, our college can continue to be welcoming to every single person. And if you haven't felt welcomed these 4 years that you've been here, I hope that you know that you are in my heart and in God's heart. Thank you.
Hello, congratulations. My name is Molly Gower. I'm the interim vice president for mission. Lumen Christi is Latin for the light of Christ. The Lumen Christi Award is the highest award that St. Mary's College confers upon an undergraduate student. It is presented each year to a member of the senior class who is an outstanding person of faith, someone who has excelled in leadership and who has had a deep and good effect on the St. Mary's community. Today, we honor a senior who we know by her faithfulness, warmth, drive to include, capacity to lead, and joy. Our recipient practices her love of God by loving that which God loves, creation, including all persons. Named a member of the inaugural cohort of Laudato Si's scholars, she has lived out her commitment to care for creation. Together with her fellow student scholars, she has contributed theological perspectives to the college's farm and other sustainability efforts. She is particularly inspired by the Madaleva Manifesto, a declaration written by 15 Madaleva lecturers and offered to women in the church in the year 2000. Its vision of hope and courage is lived out in many ways by our honoree, including in her work with high school girls at the Embody Summer Theology Institute. Our honoree has a radiant capacity to offer her attention to any persons before her. She is personal and pastoral. She has offered this care to our community through her work as a liturgical minister, prayer leader, retreat leader, preacher, and resident hall ministry assistant. She notices when someone is feeling left out, and she responds with invitation and inclusion. She is a founding member of the Bells Better Together Interfaith Club, a campus ministry liaison to La Fuerza, a leader in Latino Sisters, a member of Bells Connect, a volunteer at the Winter Walk in support of St. Margaret's House, and a key leader of campus ministry events, including Las Posadas during Advent and Pésame a la Virgen María during Holy Week. She illuminates a path of faith, hope, and love. It is therefore an honor and a pleasure to acknowledge Jackie Rojas to be a light of Christ and to bestow on her the 2021 Lumen Christi Award.
Thank you, everyone. And Mami, Papi, gracias, los amo. The reason why I think each of us is able to illuminate Christ's love is because we know that we are so deeply loved. And the foundation of that has been my parents. They have loved me deeply, more than anyone on this planet. And from there, this understanding has sprouted in my heart. And I know it can be so difficult sometimes to find Christ's light wherever we go, but I'm sure and I'm positive that Christ's light is found in every single thing. Good things, bad things. We just have to be brave enough to dig for it, and I assure you it is always there. And I'm just a reflection of all of the light that has been shown to me. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Colleen Hoover, Associate Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies. The Madaleva Award is the highest award the college confers upon a graduate student. The recipient, selected from the cohort completing advanced degrees, is recognized for scholastic distinction and exceptional achievement. The Madaleva Award recipient is completing the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree with a family nurse practitioner clinical focus. Equipped with the knowledge and ability to make a meaningful and lasting impact in the health and well-being of populations, the award recipient fully embraces this role. Her practice innovation project, Spiritual Assessment in Patients with Hypertension, aims to engage and train nurses in a California-based, federally qualified health center to fully assess spirituality in older adults. Recognizing the importance of the contribution of spirituality on health outcomes, this year's recipient has noted that vulnerable older adult patients receiving clinic care for hypertension were not regularly assessed for the strength of their spiritual beliefs. Congruent with the national health goals of Healthy People 2030, she hopes that the findings of her project will support regular nurse assessment of spirituality in older adults using a standardized, computerized tool. The California-based clinic leadership plans to implement the use of the computer-based spirituality assessment tool as a pilot project once the findings are analyzed. This year's award recipient has been employed in a full-time frontline nurse leadership position, serving in a health system that was heavily impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. In spite of losing several friends and family members to the COVID-19 virus in California, she has maintained excellent course grades and has balanced clinical learning, work obligations, and family time to achieve distinction in her advanced studies. For her scholastic distinction and exceptional achievements, it is with great joy that we congratulate and honor Nora Slarkin with the 2021 Madaleva Award.
Would you like to say a few words? Say a few words.
Wow, this caught me by surprise. I didn't have a speech prepared for this. As I said yesterday, God is everywhere. When you are facing trials of many kinds, God is always there. You just need to sit quietly and listen. That inner voice that you listen to in the middle of the night, that's God telling you to go on. When your energy is low and at 3 o'clock you're doing those papers and trying to get that research and calling the instructors and asking for forgiveness for the 100th time. God is there. Thank you so much. I'm honored to get this award. Thank you very, very much.
I now invite Kelly Harris, the first of our 3 valedictorians, to address you today to the podium.
Hi, friends. We made it. My name is Kelly Harris. Yes, that is just about as vanilla as a name can come. No offense, Mom and Dad. I grew up as a middle child in a middle-class family from the Midwest. I never found interest in any particular area of school, sports, or extracurricular activity. In fact, I'm rather bad at mental math and spelling. If you asked me how to spell valedictorian on the spot, I would spell it wrong. I found myself to be just average. I mean, I'm literally from a town called Normal, Illinois, so. So, how did this ordinary student come to stand before you today? Like many of you, I entered St. Mary's College with an eager sense of new beginning. But soon after, I experienced severe homesickness, depression, and anxiety. I have a vivid memory of me laying in my bed in McCandless freshman year, asking God to just fast forward the next 4 years of my life because I was so miserable. I was hopeless. However, I found solace in the perspective of 2 saints whose lives were the antithesis of hopelessness. Pope St. John Paul the Great's earliest memories were ones filled with suffering. Born as Karol Wojtyła in Poland during the dawn of World War II, young Karol experienced the death of his mother, father, and brother, all by the age of 21. His time in seminary was interrupted as Nazi Germany invaded Poland, forcing him to work manual labor in order to stay in his home country, only to later continue his illegal seminary education in secret. During his papacy, he survived an assassination attempt and suffered from the effects of Parkinson's disease. Our patroness, Mother Mary, was a young teenage girl who said yes to God. The plans she held for her life dramatically altered when she accepted her role as the Mother of God. She lived her life knowing the tragic sufferings her son would one day experience, and even witnessed the brutal murder of her innocent son. Now, Pope St. John Paul the Great and Mother Mary had every reason to live in despair. Yet, they chose hope. The hope they chose differentiated their lives from the ordinary suffering of this world into the extraordinary victory over suffering. The message Pope St. John Paul the Great carried with him throughout his papacy were just 3 words: be not afraid. The words which Mary proclaimed in response to her new vocation were, "My soul glorifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God, my Savior." Now, class of 2021, I know our experience is not what we had initially planned for our college years. I extend my heart to the many of you who've experienced loss, grief, injustice, and pain which the pandemic may have caused you. Our class of 2021 can be a testament to living through a hopeless time. In the midst of our junior year, we departed for spring break, only to return to campus 5 months later with faces covered, social gatherings restricted, and our many traditions altered. We too have every right to choose despair and fear. But today, I encourage you to look to hope. Amidst a global pandemic, we were able to see our friends again. We were able to continue the pursuit of our education. We were able to continue to form new memories with the amazing people we have met here at St. Mary's. And today, we are able to graduate together. If the past year can teach us anything, it is that our lives and the world that we know can change overnight. Our world does not promise us security, happiness, or hope. While I cannot stand up here today and tell you that our lives will be easy or pain-free, I can tell you that the ordinary student who wished her college years away her freshman year found happiness, and she found hope. She followed the words of Pope St. John Paul the Great when he said, "It is Jesus that you seek when you dream of happiness. He is waiting for you when nothing else you find satisfies you." I have tried to find and satisfy my happiness and hope in just about every avenue of life. My happiness and hope do not reside in this valedictory title, in success, or in awards. No, my happiness and my hope resides in the unchanging love of God. So as we leave this beautiful campus and venture into the world, I urge all of you to please hold on to hope. I was trained for this. Not the hope of this world, but the unshakable hope which Jesus provides for all of us in all circumstances. We do not know what obstacles the future will hold for us, but just like Pope St. John Paul the Great and Mother Mary, this is the hope which will transform our ordinary into extraordinary stories of victory. Have hope. Take it from your once hopeless, incredibly average valedictorian who almost failed the second grade. We can be extraordinary. Thank you. Now please help me in welcoming my fellow valedictorian, Katie Jackson.
Real confidence is defined by an internal drive. It isn't given, but rather earned through hard-won experience. For some of you, your first step onto St. Mary's campus was full of confidence. You knew immediately that you would succeed in whatever areas were important to you. For others, like myself, we stepped onto campus gingerly, minds clouded with worries. Will I be able to connect with my peers, do well in my classes, and be worthy of my chosen major? I know that I did not have the answers for these questions or the confidence to believe in myself enough to come up with them. When my friends and family told me that they thought highly of me and my abilities, I let their words fall away. I didn't take any stock in the possibility that they were true. They were required by law to love me. Why would I believe them when they were so obviously biased? Instead, I chose to absorb the doubts of a few of my high school teachers who had known me for only a short time and in a very shallow sense, the clear experts in the quality of my character. From them, I learned that the look of concentration on my face when I took notes was disrespectful because I looked too intense and scary. and that I was a disruption because somehow I raised my hand too aggressively in class. One day in a history class, we were all preparing for an important standardized exam at the end of the year, and as I sat with a friend, our teacher came over to give him some words of encouragement. The teacher then turned his attention to me, and I expected to be given similar advice. What he told me was that my role on the day of the test was to make sure that my friend had a pen so that he could do his best. I understood what that teacher meant, that my friend's performance and not my own was all that mattered. Through my high school years, I gained basic study skills and a passion for learning, but also the knowledge that I was not valued within academic spaces. These negative words came with me from Tucson, Arizona, to my freshman year classes at St. Mary's College. But surrounded by a community of other women, those very criticisms which I had allowed to stunt my confidence transformed into qualities that were valued. Professors told me that they could tell I was engaged in their lessons because of the serious look on my face when I took notes. That they were happy to see me raise my hand because my contributions to class discussions were insightful, and that they could see a bright future for me as a speech-language pathologist. As time went on, I was able to slowly use this encouragement from external voices as building blocks to create confidence in my own abilities. Bit by bit, word by word, my confidence grew until one day, without me even noticing it, those encouraging words were coming from within myself. Today, I can give this speech with a confidence in my own abilities that I have worked hard to gain through my time at St. Mary's College. I had to prove to myself that, yes, I was competent. I could do well under the demands of college life. And now I can look out at all of you and proclaim with certainty that I will thrive within graduate education, that I will become someone others are proud to know, and that someday my contributions as a professional will be valuable. I can look out at my mom and all those who love me and told me that they believed in me and say that they were right and that I should have listened to them all along. I invite the class of 2021 to look within yourselves to find what has been strengthened in you during your time at St. Mary's. What I found was academic confidence, but maybe you found something different. You faced hard times and came out the other side knowing your spirit is indestructible. You learned that you can build meaningful relationships wherever you may go, or that your work ethic and resolve are strong as steel. You learned what inspires you to create, or a love for music that's insatiable. You learned to be a teammate, to budget, to drive on the highway, or that you can cook more than just a bowl of cereal. Whatever it is, how big or small it may seem, you accomplished it, so own it within your own mind. Take a look at yourself and stand in awe of what you have become. Think of those who believed in your abilities when you doubted them. Look them in the eyes and tell them that they were right all along. Give yourself a bow yeah when you walk across this stage. But most importantly, to you, the St. Mary's College class of 2021, I say leave this campus with joy and the knowledge that you and your abilities are valuable. Walk down the avenue with that hard-won sense of self-confidence that you so rightly deserve. Now that you've heard what I have to say, I want to invite our third valedictorian, Stephanie Winicki, to the stage.
If there were ever a superlative for worst valedictorian, I would hands down take the prize. I am not someone who has perfect study habits and I've never loved going to school. In fact, I used to cry every morning before leaving the house in first grade, and the only way I could be convinced that I would be able to handle the school day was if my dad drew me a funny picture. Let's just say some things never change. And if you want to know if I procrastinate, I'll have to tell you about that later. I am an imperfect person in an imperfect world who, despite all my flaws, strives for perfection due to a crippling fear of inadequacy. I don't feel like I deserve credit for anything in my life, except for the single fact that despite the plethora of times I have wanted to, I somehow have not given up. First-year students entering St. Mary's are inundated with seemingly limitless possibilities for the trajectory of their futures, promulgated by the discovery quote of former President Sister Madaleva, which claims that St. Mary's promises you the discovery of yourselves, the discovery of the universe, and your place in it. However, when I recently encountered this quote in its entirety, I was astonished at how strongly the lesser iterated portion of Sister Madaleva's message resonates not only with the reality of my journey here at St. Mary's, but in my life in general. Sister Madaleva actually continues, emphasizing the fact that the college does not promise its students happiness and will not wish them security. For she declares that one can be secure only when they can stand everything that can happen to them. When I started here at St. Mary's, I had no intention of becoming a global studies major. I felt lost and out of place at school and in my life in general. I worried about being good enough every day, incessantly comparing myself to my peers and fearing the unknowns of my future. There were several times when I genuinely considered giving up on college entirely because the pain inflicted by my anxiety and various setbacks became increasingly difficult to manage. But as Sister Madaleva alludes to in her quote, our experiences here at the college, just like so many of the crosses we must bear in life, are not intended to be easy. How then are we able to stand everything that can happen to us in a life that is so unpredictable and oftentimes far too unforgiving? I believe resilience is one of the most vital traits we contain, for it gives us the ability to keep going even when it feels as though there is no resolution in sight. This very speech is one of my latest examples of how much I needed resilience to guide me through my writing process, because, to tell you the truth, I could not find a way to articulate my ideas in a way that I thought was meaningful for the life of me. Paired with resilience, I also think it's important for all of us to look to our passions and use them as motivation for when life gets to be too much. If you know anything about me, it might include the spiel that I rattle off anytime I have to give a semi-interesting fact about myself. That being about how learning foreign languages is one of my favorite things. For me, learning and working with language in global cultures has become part of my identity, and a drive within me to use these passions and try to make the world just the least bit better makes me feel as though I simply cannot give up, no matter how badly I want to at times. I encourage all of you to take a moment and reflect on where we find ourselves right now. We are all very different people, yet we all have unique abilities and talents. So much good can be done in this world if we all make a conscious effort. Please value your mental health. Do not give up on yourselves, and try your very best to be an ally for those who need positive change in the world the most. Of course, any graduation celebration wouldn't be complete without me wishing you all congratulations on all of your achievements. So with that, I would like to wish you in Chinese, Gong Xi Ni Men, in Arabic, Mabruk, in Spanish, Felicitaciones, and in Italian, Congratulazioni. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.
Could we just take one moment and give another round of applause to all these students and all of those who represented them on the stage? We are now going to honor a few more people, and then I promise you're going to walk across the stage and I'm going to hand you your diplomas. The President's Medal is given to honor exceptional contributions to the life of the college and the community. This year, we honor posthumously William W. Cushwa. Bill Cushwa's relationship with St. Mary's was profound. And it could be argued that his love for the college matched that of our most loyal alumni. Surrounded by St. Mary's women his entire life, Bill was the proud son, brother, father, and grandfather of St. Mary's alumni. He also had 6 cousins graduate from the college. Bill was devoted in word and in deed to St. Mary's and to Catholic education. He and his wife, Anna Jean, established the William and Anna Jean Cushwa Endowed Moreau Scholarship. And together with other family members, they helped to endow 3 additional scholarships and funds at the college, leaving a lasting legacy. Of course, Bill Cushwa's generosity and civic responsibility extended beyond the campus to the greater South Bend community. After his retirement in 2000, he served on many boards and planning committees in the area, including Real Services, the St. Joseph County Public Library, and the South Bend Symphony Orchestra. He was an active member at Sacred Heart Basilica. A 1959 graduate of the University of Notre Dame, he also served on several advisory councils at the university and the directorship of the Cushwa Center for the Study of American Catholicism is named for Bill and Anna Jean. Yet even with all these interests and commitments, it was St. Mary's and our students that held a special place in Bill's heart. During his 9 years as a member of the Board of Trustees, Bill offered his time and energy to the college. He championed the life of the mind, attending nearly every public campus lecture, frequenting art openings, assisting wholeheartedly in every way as a trustee. His public patronage of the college was unrivaled. However, it was the quiet advocacy that truly expressed the depth of his loyalty. As one college leader noted, while his financial support was always appreciated, his help and encouragement were equally, if not more, important. He expected much because he cared so much. He asked the hard questions if he believed they would make St. Mary's stronger. Having Bill in your corner was unconditional. His dedication to St. Mary's inspired all of us to be better and will continue for years to come, thanks to the legacy he leaves. In recognition of his deep love and influential service to St. Mary's College, and for the many ways he made a significant and lasting impact on the St. Mary's community, I am honored to present the 2021 President's Medal posthumously to William W. Kushwa. And here to accept this award on her father's behalf is Margaret Kushwa.
On behalf of my mother and siblings, I thank you for honoring my father, William Kushwa, with the President's Medal. He would have loved to have been here today with you. For Dad, a St. Mary's education was not just about finding a job and becoming a functioning, productive adult. He grew up with St. Mary's, the son and brother of alumni. When I was a student here, he went out with me and the girls during Senior Dad's Weekend, attended Madaleva lectures, and later worked 3 terms on the Board of Trustees. He even ended up living next door. My dad understood what we know to be true. At St. Mary's College is sisterhood of intelligent, fun, empowered, and strong women. He was proud to be part of this community. My father believed in the value of education. He and my mother taught us that education can change the world for the better, one student at a time. Another lesson we learned as children, whenever we received a present, regardless of the occasion, we had to write a thank you note. It was our responsibility. Graduates, you have been cultivating your own gifts these past few years, and today you celebrate the completion of your degrees. Shortly, you will receive the tangible part of your gift, that leather portfolio. Dad would say, make sure she signed it. It is now your responsibility to write a thank you note. Your gratitude is expressed by sharing and showing the love that you have received here at St. Mary's College. Giving the gift of your time, your talents, and whatever resources you can offer to your communities, that is your thank you note. Encourage others to pursue an education so that we can change the world one student at a time. Congratulations on your achievements. Cherish the education you received. Keep learning and give generously, just as my father did, with dedication to his community, his faith, and to this institution. Thank you for recognizing his love, commitment, and service to St. Mary's College.
Hello, I'm Titi Ufomata, Provost and Senior Vice President. It probably goes without saying, Thank you. We get to start again. So I'll invite Dr. Keith Egan. It probably goes without saying that faculty members aspire to make an impact by accomplishing thought-provoking research in their field of study, by engaging their students in worthy intellectual conversations, and by inspiring others to work towards greater good. To say that you, Dr. Keith Egan, have actually achieved such impact hardly does justice to your storied career in theology or your prolific body of work. Indeed, you have, and will continue to influence generations of students, scholars, and worldwide church community. At St. Mary's and for St. Mary's, you were an unparalleled faculty dreamer and doer. You arrived at the college in 1983 as professor and chair of the Department of Religious Studies, already a renowned scholar and accomplished teacher of theology. The following year, you founded the Center for Spirituality, which provided a home for the spiritual life of students, faculty, staff, and the wider community. Within the center, you realized many dreams, such as creating the prestigious Madeleine Lectures, which recognize and honor women who have made distinguished contributions to the church's theological heritage. You nurtured the vocations of young women theologians as well, helping to establish the David J. Murphy Carmelite Scholarship in Religious Studies, awarded annually to 2 St. Mary's students in the Department of Religious Studies and Theology. A dedicated teacher, you have helped generations of St. Mary's women deepen their understanding of the Catholic intellectual tradition and to grow in their understanding and faith. For your outstanding service to the entire college community, St. Mary's conferred on you the Spes Unica Award, which is the highest honor for a faculty member at the college. Your influence, however, is not contained to our campus. You are a compelling and sought-after international speaker, and even after retiring in 2006 from St. Mary's, you have continued to lecture and present retreats and talks. As one of the world's foremost authorities on Christian spirituality, renowned especially for your expertise on Christian mysticism, you spent your career exposing the riches of the Carmelite tradition to audiences around the world through 5 already published books and 2 more in progress, and over 100 essays, articles, and chapters. For your visionary leadership, for your generous mentorship in the theological tradition to both students and faculty, for your brilliance, wit, and humanity in the service of St. Mary's, we bestow upon you today, Keith J. Egan, the degree of Doctor of Humanities, honoris causa.
Thank you, Madam Provost.
Thank you, sir.
President Conboy, trustees, staff, faculty, especially today's graduates, their families, and friends. For everything, there is a season. Today is a season for gratitude and even a little pride. I am so proud to be a fellow graduate of this distinguished class of 2021. Proud also to have been a faculty member at this college. Nowhere is there a more committed cadre of professors than here at St. Mary's. From my perch As a retiree, I deeply admire the current faculty who are so creative, energetic, and who make teaching a central priority of their lives. The degree I received today reminds me of this. I am a stand-in for past and present faculty. It is their degree as much as it is mine. But today is also a season for gratitude. The litany of those for whom I am grateful is too long for these brief moments. But first comes my spouse, Connie, my constant, loving companion, compassionate to the nth degree. She inspires me with her gift for lifting up the weary. My thanks to our children and grandchildren, for whom we are thankful beyond words. I am forever thankful to the members of the Carmelite Order of Nuns, Priests, and Brothers who have showered on me so many unmerited gifts. Thanks, too, for special friends. Most of your friendships are already made and will last a lifetime, I am sure. For me, friendship has been a lovely ingredient in my life. And thanks to the staff, administration, and faculty who make life on this campus so enjoyable and so memorable. But today belongs entirely to you, the graduates of 2021. 4 years ago, before the virus struck, you asked a question also found in the book of Job: where shall wisdom be found? You took a chance on St. Mary's College. You won the lottery. You discovered the wisdom of goodness and truth and beauty found in the physical sciences and in the liberal arts and in the beauty of this campus. Here you have encountered Lady Wisdom. She will be your companion and guide for life. When busyness intrudes on Lady Wisdom, Mary Oliver suggests that you walk among the trees of life, and as you do, that you walk slowly and bow often. Thank you.
Sister Mary Louise Full. Sister Mary Louise Full, you live to your name in every part of your life. Full of care, full of spirit, full of faith, full of diplomacy, full of service, full of loyalty, full of grace. And the world, including St. Mary's College, has benefited from the capacious life you have lived. You took your St. Mary's College degree in business and economics, and then added graduate degrees in guidance and counseling from Catholic University and in Christian spirituality from Creighton University. You have used that education throughout your long and varied career as a teacher and counselor in New York, New Jersey, and Maryland, as principal of St. Patrick's Academy in Washington, D.C., as a retreat director, a pastoral associate, and a spiritual director. While you worked in schools, hospitals, churches, and spiritual centers, there have always been key roles you have undertaken for the Sisters of the Holy Cross. You served as novice director, as Area 3 coordinator for USA South and Mexico, and over a 10-year period as a member of the leadership team, first as General Secretary and then as First Counselor. From your earliest years in the congregation, you were described as loyal, reliable, and invariably careful of the feelings and confidences of others. Clearly, these gifts you continue to share through spiritual direction, retreats, and congregational ministry. Even in the busiest period of your life, you made St. Mary's College a priority on your already full calendar. During your 17 years on the board, you served on multiple committees, including college relations, student life, academic affairs, and mission fulfillment. You worked faithfully on the trusteeship committee, including 12 years as vice chair. Your longest board service was 16 years on the executive committee. But it's not only facts of your board service that matter. It is the full spirit you have brought to the work. Your pride as an alumna, your passion for our mission, and your willingness to ask hard questions. Because you have made such an extraordinary difference in church and society, because you have devoted so much time and energy to the success of St. Mary's College, and because you have offered your keen intellect and open heart to building our future, St. Mary's College is proud to bestow upon you Sister Mary Louise Full, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Congratulations.
Wow. Madam Chair, Gretchen Flicker, fellow trustees, President Katie Conboy, faculty, distinguished guests, parents, friends, and members of the class of 2021. I am truly humbled and honored to be receiving this recognition from my alma mater, St. Mary's College. In my 17 years of service as a member of the Board of Trustees, it has been my privilege to meet so many gifted St. Mary's students and to serve with trustees who are dedicated and generous in their talents, resources, and expertise. St. Mary's has been blessed by this extraordinary group of men and women committed to the mission of this place. My first trip down the avenue was on September 4th, 1960. Remember your first trip down the avenue. Sister Madaleva was president, a visionary educator in the role of women in society, and as a young sister was fortunate to attend her poetry reading sessions. So I have fond remembrances of Sister Madaleva. The campus was beautiful, as it is today, but it looked quite different than what we see. There was no Madaleva Hall, Student Center, Noble Dining Room, McCandless, Regina, or Opus Halls. There was an Angela athletic facility on the other side of campus, but nothing like what we have today in the Angela Athletic and Wellness Complex. So many changes, so many accomplishments during these past 60 years of my life here. Today, we gather in front of this beautiful Lamont Hall, built during the Great Depression of the 1930s by Mother Pauline, a woman of vision and action, despite the obstacles. Living through the COVID pandemic of 2021 has possibly been one of the greatest challenges this institution has had to face in its 177 years. Our president, administrators, faculty, staff, and yes, you students are commended for all your efforts. You made it. As I look out and see you today, the class of 2021, consider your experiences over the past 4 years. The words of the founder of the Congregations of Holy Cross, Blessed Basil Morrow, come to my mind when he spoke about the meaning of education. Even though we base our philosophy on faith, no one need fear that we will confine our teaching within narrow and unscientific boundaries. We will accept the discoveries of science without prejudice and in a manner adapted to the needs of the times. We do not want our students to be ignorant of anything they should know, and we will always place education side by side with instruction. The mind will not be cultivated at the expense of the heart. In other words, a Holy Cross education is integrated, holistic, and balanced. It is an education that is designed to develop the whole person. Together with the educational philosophy of Blessed Basil Morrow and the core values of St. Mary's, learning, community, faith, spirituality, and justice, I challenge you, graduates, to continue to integrate these values into your lives. Learning is a lifelong process. May you always be open to the new, to possibilities, to challenges that enable you to grow. Community. As students, you have made lifelong friends among your classmates, sharing experiences that will remain with you always. As you move out from here, may you always meet others where they are. Welcome their life experiences and recognize the legitimacy of their perspectives. Faith, spirituality. I pray that you may always take time to recognize the source of all life. Have a grateful heart. May Mary, our mother, patroness of St. Mary's, be your companion on your journey. Justice. The book of Micah speaks of what God requires of us: to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. Service has been an integral part of your experience, reaching out in numerous ways to the underserved in this community. May you always look beyond yourself to see the bigger picture and to act on what needs to be done. As women of the 21st century, you know the challenges which need to be addressed. You are a force for change. You have been provided with the knowledge and principles that form the foundation for you to discover your place in the world and make a difference. Take them to heart. God bless you, and go Bells.
Nancy Neckvasile. You, Nancy Neckvasile, are one of those rare individuals who has managed to have multiple careers at one institution. Educated as a biologist for over 35 years, you served St. Mary's with distinction after distinction. As you moved through the faculty ranks to full professor, you also served as pre-health professions advisor, assistant dean of academic affairs, department chair, provost, and interim president, showing, like a true physiologist, that you could observe the complexity of this living organism and focus on its levels of organization. Indeed, people here speak glowingly of your clear and orderly mind, how your specialty in physiology led you to present cogent lectures that many students praised for their clarity and careful exposition, to develop critical thinking case studies, and to demand integrated understanding of concepts. One colleague observed that you are a methodical thinker who loves to solve problems, that you do not get frustrated if something is not working. You just dig in and focus on the issue to be solved. But you don't bring just a good head for the work. You brought a good heart as well. Part of your teaching success was your rigorous methodology. The other was your comforting encouragement, willingness to listen, and thoughtful advice. Alumni have often reported that their undergraduate notes from your classes were valuable review tools in their graduate education or professional training. And they also observed that you were invested in their success and remained personally connected to them. This approach meant that your open door was constantly filled with lively conversation, academic engagement, and laughter, all hallmarks of your gifted mentorship of students. You brought that wholeheartedness into your administrative work as well, leading your department through a decade of change, assuming responsibility for all academic affairs as provost, and postponing your retirement to serve as interim president. In those roles, you will always be remembered as someone with a rich knowledge of college history, a deep understanding of the legacy of the Sisters of the Holy Cross, and a clear sense of the faculty perspective. You grew into your administrative roles gracefully and seamlessly as you assumed leadership, showing kindness and patience, as well as grit and guts. Because you have loved students and put them first in all things. Because you have believed in the power of education as an engine of social and economic empowerment for women, and because you have used head and heart and servant leadership to build community spirit on this campus. St. Mary's College is proud to bestow upon you, Nancy Neck-Versil, honoris causa, the degree of Doctor of Liberal Arts. Congratulations.
It is truly difficult for me to find the words to adequately express what this college means to me and how this incredible honor blesses me. When God opened the door for me to have a place at this college 37 years ago, I had no idea how fulfilling those years would be. I have loved coming to work each and every day. I mean, how could you not love a place where you daily encounter talented, caring colleagues and gifted, intelligent students who are learning to fly? It is the people here who make St. Mary's the incredible place it is. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, President Conboy, this administration, faculty, and staff for this amazing honor. I do want to begin my commencement address by welcoming you and telling you if I had the power to make it just a little bit cooler, I would do that. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But I do want to welcome everyone who's here and thank you for being here. It was very different last year. I stood out here with a video camera speaking to students virtually and congratulating them. So this is so much better to actually see your faces. So this is awesome. You will hear some repeating themes a little bit today. as I listened to other people make their remarks, I thought, well, we're all kind of on the same page. So I do want to talk about resilience. Resilience is defined as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, or a significant source of stress. I think you all can probably relate to that. Some synonyms for resilience are flexibility, hardiness, toughness, and strength. I agree with these, and I think they definitely fit what I observed from afar this year as you all and your faculty and the staff here at St. Mary's weathered the pandemic. I want to share a story of a beautifully resilient woman. Her name was Clara Bell Drisdale Williams. She was born in 1885 and was the first African American graduate of New Mexico State University, my alma mater. Many of her professors would not allow her inside the classroom, so she took notes from the hallway. Although she was not allowed to walk with her class, she earned her degree, married, and had 3 sons who all became physicians. She became a great teacher of Black students by day, and by night, she taught home economics to their parents who were former slaves. In 1980, when she was 95 years old, she was awarded an honorary Doctorate of Laws degree by New Mexico State. And more importantly, she also received an apology for the treatment she had been subjected to as a student. She lived another 13 years, dying at the age of 108. What a life of resilience. She moved forward when others tried to hold her back. She thrived and left an amazing legacy. So I'm here today to encourage each and every graduate to continue living the life of resilience that you have started. Discouragement will come. As your valedictorian said, it's a part of life. But as you weather the tough times, you will find a strength you probably never knew you had. When things like that hurt and you come through on the other side, you are actually building character. When my oldest son was about 10, he asked me why things that develop character hurt so much. I'm not sure I had a good answer for him, but I agreed that that's true. It's hard to come through without hurting a little bit along the way. So today, what I have done is compose a letter for you all. So if you will bear with me, the scenario is that all of you are my children. Dear son or daughter, how can the years have gone by so fast? Seems like just yesterday you were headed off on your new adventure. I know we talked often, and I hope that was as important to you as it was to me. I really wanted to know what you were doing, how your classes were going, and if you were happy. You weren't always happy. And those times were as hard on me as they were on you. When you were struggling, I really wanted to come get you or call your professor and resolve your situation. You can hear them groaning behind me. But I knew the challenges you faced were yours to face and were going to make you stronger as you worked your way through them. So I did the best thing I could do. I prayed for you. I hope you know how very proud I am of all you have accomplished. Sometimes, though, I worried at you overextending yourself. You had all those classes that were so challenging, and then for my undergraduate child here, You also worked on campus, sang in the choir, played sports, were part of student government, participated in campus ministry, spent a lot of time with your beloved sister at the convent, and majored and minored in like 6 things? Oh, and let's not forget the senior comp. Boy, did we angst over that. I have to tell you, when I read your paper and saw the video of your presentation, I was blown away. You were a little frightened, but you were so poised and you knew so much. I don't know that I could have done that at your age. For my graduate child here, you worked, you completed job experience hours, and you cared for your family, even your fur babies. And your capstone experience really challenged and stretched you, but you did it. You have shouldered a lot to get to this point, and now you are about to complete a graduate degree. Do you know how incredible that is? I could not be prouder. I have watched you grow and mature, every one of you here. You have become so independent. I know this is as it should be, and it is good that you don't need me as much as you used to, but I hope you always need me in some ways, and not just for money, please. As I thought about this letter, I thought about what I wish I had known at this crossroad in my life. So here are 3 important things I want to share. Number 1, and you've heard this already today, always show gratitude. You will never know how much others have done to make your path successful. Except in rare circumstances, what we accomplish does involve others. You now have the depth and breadth of knowledge you have because of those who worked long and hard to prepare the information to teach you in the best ways to help you learn. Don't forget to thank those who have given and sacrificed and planned and prayed on your behalf. Develop the habit of showing gratitude to others in your life for even the smallest things. Number 2, always be teachable. You do know a lot. You certainly know a lot more than you did when you began your program here. But you will never know all you can learn. And even if you consider yourself an expert on something, never be too proud to listen to someone else with advice or suggestions. Maybe you won't use that advice, but when you listen to others, you honor them and you respect them for their words. You could possibly be the only one who has listened to them in a long time. The time it takes to hear their words won't shorten your life. In fact, it really won't cost you a thing. But it could mean the world to the one you are listening to. And the honest truth is that staying teachable does keep you humble and kind. You know, like that song Tim McGraw sings? Number 3, be willing to take safe risks. Now, this may sound contradictory, but it isn't meant to be. By taking a risk, you learn that you can do more. You can dig deep and find the talent you never knew you had. Step out of your comfort zone and try things you have never done before that may seem more than a little scary. This might mean pursuing a graduate degree, moving to a new city, or exercising your voice in self-advocacy or advocacy for others. It could also mean falling in love with the best person you know. The safe part of taking risk means you go into the experience with your eyes wide open, having weighed the pros and cons, so you can confidently try. If you fail, you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and try again. In closing, I want you to remember how very proud I am of all you have accomplished here at St. Mary's. I am so thankful you came here and found good friends, great professors, and challenging work, and that you discovered yourself. Everything here may not have been perfect, but you can now choose to use what you've learned here inside and outside the classroom. All you have experienced has changed you, and it can be used to help you be that change maker in the world that inspires, blazes trails, reaches great heights. If you don't see anyone that looks like you doing what you really want to do, you be the one that changes that for the next young person who has your dreams and aspirations. Let Sister Madaleva's words keep moving you forward to go and make a difference in this world. We need amazing young people like you in it. Young people who use their God-given gifts and talents to make this world a better place. Your experience here has been everything I hoped it would be as your parent. I truly love who you have become, and I love the truth of Father Basil Anthony Moreau's statement about your education, that the mind will not be cultivated at the expense of the heart. So I want to leave you with some final quotes as I finish today. One day you will look back and realize how hard it was and just how well you did. Charlie McKessie. Everything does not have to be perfect in your life to do good work. Joan McClendon. Think back 5 years. Think of where you are today. Think ahead 5 years and what you want to accomplish. Be unstoppable. Dwayne Johnson. And for me, be authentically you. Break the glass ceiling. Challenge yourself every day in at least one small way. And finally, take time to tell people you love them. Much has happened this past year that none of us could have anticipated, and those we love are very important. With great respect and admiration, and the heartiest of congratulations to each one of you. Your mom, Dr. In.
Now the time. President Conboy, I present to you the candidates for the graduate and undergraduate degrees in course. I certify that they have fulfilled all the requirements for their particular degrees. And I ask that you, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and with the recommendation of the faculty of St. Mary's College, confer upon them the degree which each has earned.
Good afternoon. My name is Tracy White, and I'm the Senior Academic Advisor here at St. Mary's. I have the distinct pleasure of reading all the names of the graduates today. Graduates, please wear your mask when you come up to receive your diploma. As you return to your seat, a photographer will take your photo with you holding your diploma cover. You may remove your mask for the photo. Once it is taken, please put your mask back on. An audience, out of respect for each graduate, please hold your applause until all the names for each degree have been read so that everyone may hear their name as it is announced. The degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice is conferred upon Jacqueline Adams, Family Nurse Practitioner. Megan Bontrager, Adult Gerontology Acute Care. Janet Carol Everson, Family Nurse Practitioner. Holowatoyan Fadehi, Adult Gerontology Acute Care. Lucy Colleen Gwynn, Adult Gerontology Acute Care. Norris Edith Larkin, Family Nurse Practitioner. Kelly Ann Leard, Family Nurse Practitioner. Molly Elizabeth Matthews, Family Nurse Practitioner. Dorcas Miru, Family Nurse Practitioner. Cassandra Marie Raymond, Family Nurse Practitioner. Caitlin Elizabeth Williams, Family Nurse Practitioner. Megan Lorraine Wright, Family Nurse Practitioner. The degree of Master of Autism Studies is conferred upon Emily Bednar. Austin Brooks. Alyssa Anne-Marie Gutierrez, in absentia. Madison Reed Moyer. The degree of Master of Science is conferred upon Alicia Marie Arnold, Speech-Language Pathology. Sarah Joy Bonasiak, Speech-Language Pathology. Casey Lynn Bounds, Speech-Language Pathology. Rachel Nicole Bratz, Speech-Language Pathology. Hannah Elizabeth Hoodkey, Speech-Language Pathology. Miranda Kofer, Speech-Language Pathology. Chelsea Faith Copley, Speech-Language Pathology. Delilah Coronado, Speech-Language Pathology. Catherine Brogan DePorter, Speech-Language Pathology. Isabel Ann Dombrowski, Speech-Language Pathology. Sabrina Ann Hollis, Data Science, in absentia. Elizabeth Page Howard, speech language pathology. Ayana Dorothy Hughes, speech language pathology. Kelly Ann Inman, data science. Alyssa Nicole Kamide, speech language pathology. Alexa Carbon, speech language pathology. Carrie Mae Kenley, speech language pathology. Lauren Kuzbel, speech language pathology. Jody Lynn LaFollette, speech language pathology. Sarah Caitlin Metcalf, speech language pathology. Abigail Pepin, speech language pathology. Jessica Lynn Purvis, speech language pathology. Sabrina Marie Roman, speech language pathology. Alexandra Joe Smock, speech language pathology. Caitlin Mary Soderstrom, speech language pathology. Catherine Page Stallion, speech language pathology. Sydney Nicole Susareba, speech language pathology in absentia. Audrey Anna Zabo, speech language pathology. Mackenzie Lee Tussey, speech language pathology. Isabel Wood, speech language pathology in absentia. I do need to let you know that for the undergraduates, I will be announcing today that what is printed in the commencement program is based on each student's current cumulative GPA and does not include this semester's grades since they have yet to be finalized. Degree honors, which is reflected on the diploma, is determined after the student has successfully completed all degree coursework and graduation requirements. Audience, again, please hold your applause until all the names for each degree have been read so that everyone may hear their name. The degree of Bachelor of Arts is conferred upon Kylie Kageya Abuavo, speech language pathology. Reagan Elise Althouse, art. Alexis Marie Andre, political science, cum laude. Danielle Mariah Armenta, psychology. Emma Valeria Alt, speech language pathology, magna cum laude. Marissa Danielle Baldonado, gender and women's studies. Megan Elizabeth Lauren Bauman, speech language pathology. Leanne Kaylin Beatty, speech language pathology, magna cum laude. Brittany Blagburn, English literature, humanistic studies, summa cum laude. Teresa Hua Grace Bridge, sociology. Madison Ray Brooks, physics. Hannah Bueno, environmental studies in absentia. Jillian Bittner, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Eleanor Frost Burling, Political Science. Gwendolyn Cypress Butler, Philosophy, magna cum laude. Sarah Catherine Caldwell, Communication Studies, Humanistic Studies. Alexandra Adriana Elisa Calleros, Creative Writing. Emma Rose Cassidy, Elementary Education. Vanessa Cervera, Psychology, Sociology, cum laude. Gracie Kalukis, Political Science, History, magna cum laude. Tia Lauren Cross, Creative Writing. Bea Carmel Durbin Kwasai, Philosophy. Molly Elizabeth Cutter, Communication Studies, magna cum laude. Emma Nicole Daggy, Art, magna cum laude. Isabella D'Aquila, Humanistic Studies, Communication Studies, magna cum laude. Tyler Davis, Art. Elizabeth Lauren Day, Communication Studies, History, magna cum laude. Amory Dakota, English Literature and Creative Writing, Gender and Women's Studies, cum laude. Bridget Donnelly, Music. Deirdre Lee Drinkall, Philosophy, Economics, magna cum laude. Ellen Elizabeth Duda, Speech Language Pathology, Spanish, cum laude. Fiona Ann Egan, Global Studies, History, cum laude. Alyssa Christine Esposito, Elementary Education. Amy Colleen Fatora, Statistical and Actuarial Mathematics, magna cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Fagan, Speech Language Pathology, magna cum laude. Maeve Kathleen Philbin, Political Science, Economics, magna cum laude. Colleen Rose Fisher, Political Science, History, cum laude. Hannah Elise Fisher, Speech Language Pathology. Sarah Marguerite Fletcher, Speech Language Pathology. Julia Angeline Fonder, Creative Writing. Megan Dolan Fors, Psychology, Communication Studies. Elizabeth Ann Fortin, Psychology. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Foreman, Psychology, cum laude. Ivor Rose Frazier, Psychology, Gender and Women's Studies, summa cum laude. Maura Fulton, Communication Studies, magna cum laude. Maria Elisa Gallegos, Psychology, Sociology. Alejandra Gamboa Valenzuela, Psychology, Sociology. Gabriela Garcia, Sociology. Ashley Guerin, Creative Writing, Communication Studies, magna cum laude. Karina Garza, History, Humanistic Studies. Zoe Gatsimos, Psychology, magna cum laude. Erin Grimes, Sociology, Humanistic Studies, summa cum laude. Grace Eileen Greeninger, History, Communication Studies, cum laude. Susana Maria Guerrero, Sociology, Spanish, summa cum laude. Nicole Hartsberg, Sociology, Psychology. Catherine Quinn Hazley, Speech Language Pathology, magna cum laude. Alexis Nicole Hernandez, Political Science. Ashley Hernandez, Psychology. Jordan Jacqueline Herzig, Psychology. Sydney Nat, Computing and Applied Mathematics. Catherine Elizabeth Holman, Art, magna cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Jackson, Speech Language Pathology, summa cum laude and co-valedictorian. Sarah Catherine Jackson, Global Studies. Karen Elizabeth Kaminsky, Elementary Education, cum laude. Madison Jewel Capel, Psychology. Healy Keenan, History. Grace Marie Kelly, Psychology. Bridget Lillian Kenny, History. Mackenzie Morgan Kersten, Speech Language Pathology. Lily Ann Daisy King, Environmental Studies. Brianna Shiro Kinyanjui, Music. Caitlin Ann Kittinger, Political Science, History. Sophie Keppel, History, magna cum laude. Kelsey Croning, Speech Language Pathology, cum laude. Mary Margaret O'Connor Kuntz, Spanish, cum laude. Danielle Lamb, Theater, History, cum laude. Abigail Laplace, Music. Ashante Latifa Leach, Communication Studies, Humanistic Studies. Alexandria Marie Leonardo, Speech Language Pathology. Maria Caterina Leon Terrace, Student Design Major, Interactive Journalism, magna cum laude. Anna Marie Liu, Psychology. Daisy Marie Loza, Psychology. Grace Angela Maher, Gender and Women's Studies, Humanistic Studies, magna cum laude. Mia Marroquin, Communication Studies, cum laude. Carly Ann Marth, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Martinez, Sociology. Mackenzie Colleen Moss, Religious Studies, History, summa cum laude. Rebecca Caroline Mason, Psychology, Spanish, cum laude. Kelsey Patricia Mady, Elementary Education. Raina Elizabeth McCamish, Psychology, Communication Studies. Emma Kate McGann, Psychology. Julie Anna McKenna, Creative Writing, Psychology, summa cum laude. Caitlin Elizabeth McKevitt, Speech Language Pathology, cum laude. Megan Marie McNamara, Speech Language Pathology, Psychology. Cassidy Jean Miller, Psychology. Greta Catherine Minima, English Literature and Creative Writing. Francesca Monsies-Weiss, Art, Communication Studies. Anne Elizabeth Mundy, Sociology. Mary Catherine Elizabeth Muzzy, Elementary Education, cum laude. Grace Louise Nolan, Communication Studies, Political Science, magna cum laude. Mary Grace Noteman, Elementary Education. Regina Novi, Statistical and Actuarial Mathematics. Kelsey Grace O'Connor, Communication Studies. Shayla O'Connor, English Literature and Creative Writing, magna cum laude. Carly Elizabeth O'Loughlin, Neuroscience, magna cum laude. Riley Ann O'Merins, Creative Writing. Megan Frances Orzalek, Music, magna cum laude. Giovanna Carmela Paradiso, Sociology, Political Science, summa cum laude. Lindsay Michelle Pelletier, Speech Language Pathology, summa cum laude. Rachel Victoria Perez, Psychology. Kayleen Pinkham, Creative Writing. Elizabeth Polstra, History, in absentia. Jessica Lynn Potter, Speech Language Pathology, cum laude. Miranda Teresa Proto, Communication Studies, cum laude. Natalie Elaine Ramirez, Global Studies. Maria Reyes, Psychology, Spanish. Catherine Richardson, Psychology. Zoe Catherine Miller Ricker, Art. Frida Paola Rodriguez, Speech-Language Pathology, Psychology. Caitlin Cecilia Rogers, Psychology, Political Science. Jacqueline Lisbeth Rojas, Religious Studies, cum laude. Jane Marie Rudloff, Art. Monica Teresa Rezepka, Global Studies, Spanish, magna cum laude. Anna Sartori, Elementary Education, cum laude. Allison Mae Scheibe, Psychology, summa cum laude. Sarah Jane Schlecht, History, Creative Writing, magna cum laude. Emily Ann Scott, Elementary Education, cum laude in absentia. Corinne Nicole Shaw, Elementary Education, cum laude. Margaret Rose Sherrick, History, Secondary Education, magna cum laude. Jordan Lynn Smallwood, Political Science, Psychology. Rihanna Louise Smith, Speech-Language Pathology. Caroline Aislinn Smith, Communication Studies. Casey Marie Snyder, Psychology. Joan Kathleen Stevens, Elementary Education. Molly Catherine Stickle, Speech-Language Pathology, cum laude. Sydney Marie Swartz, Psychology, Sociology, cum laude. Brittany K. Tarkani, Political Science, History, cum laude. Hannah Norma Thomas, Communication Studies, summa cum laude. Anastasia Thompson, Political Science, Gender and Women's Studies. Olivia Thorson, Speech-Language Pathology. Mary Isabella Tibbetts, Environmental Studies, magna cum laude. Victoria Marie Tipman, Psychology, magna cum laude. Isabella Velasquez, Psychology. Bryn Elise Volpe, Humanistic Studies, English Literature, magna cum laude. Johanna Delphine Ward, Creative Writing, Humanistic Studies. Emily Wasowski, Creative Writing. Tori Elizabeth Weston, Political Science, cum laude. Kathleen Mora Williams, Religious Studies, Political Science. Stephanie Marie Winicki, Global Studies, summa cum laude and co-valedictorian. Shinrei Yu, Psychology, in absentia. Grace Margaret Zablocki, Gender and Women's Studies, cum laude. Alexis Nicole Zachary, Art. The degree of Bachelor of Business Administration is conferred upon Sarah Jane Aubrey, Accounting, summa cum laude. Addie Magdalene Baboski, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Lisbeth Solis, Accounting, cum laude. Rebecca Ann Cesario, Business Administration. Lillian Antoinette Chamberlain, Business Administration. Ellie Christian, Business Administration. Rebecca Helen Korn, Accounting. Claire Marie Doyle, Business Administration, cum laude. Allison Rose Driscoll, Business Administration, Economics, summa cum laude. Haley Nicole Feigert, Business Administration. Madeline Galesko, Business Administration, Statistical and Actuarial Mathematics, magna cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Gums, Business Administration. Jessica Ann Hardig, Business Administration, cum laude. Kelly Elizabeth Harris, Business Administration, summa cum laude and co-valedictorian. Margaret Mary Hemmert, Business Administration, Economics, summa cum laude. Olivia Hope Hepler, Business Administration. Madeline Hopick, Accounting, cum laude. Kennedy T.J. Hunt, Business Administration. Claire Elizabeth Kavanaugh, Business Administration, Spanish, magna cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Keating, Accounting, magna cum laude. Hunter Caitlin Kehoe, Business Administration. Joanna Kyleman, Business Administration. Gabriella Kimes, Accounting. Catherine Lee Kresik, Accounting, summa cum laude. Jaslyn Kwapong, Business Administration, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Lang, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Claire Catherine Lingenfelter, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Melanie Lowe, Business Administration. Adrena Nicole Massey, Business Administration. Alexis Nicole Matei, Business Administration. Natalie McKee, Business Administration. Devin Miller, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Mary Murphy, Business Administration, cum laude. Catherine Susan Nash, Accounting, magna cum laude. Allison Marie Oakley, Business Administration, Communication Studies, cum laude. Aurora Sikali Picon, Business Administration. Natalie Christine Platten, Accounting. Lillian Rumley, Accounting, summa cum laude, in absentia. Emma Schramko, Business Administration. Elizabeth Lauren Schulte, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Hannah Louise Skripkin, Business Administration, cum laude. Summer Stilson, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Michaela Ann Sullivan, Accounting, cum laude. Molly Rose Walkowski, Business Administration. Emily Renee Wenglars, Business Administration, in absentia. Anna Joy Wessel, Business Administration, cum laude. Julia Wilson, Business Administration, Economics, magna cum laude. The degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts is conferred upon Emma Louise Panowitz, Art, cum laude, in absentia. The degree of Bachelor of Music is conferred upon Emily Claire Pantelleria, Music Education. The degree of Bachelor of Science is conferred upon Frane Acosta, Statistical and Actuarial Mathematics. Sarah Elizabeth Austin, Biology. Valeria Badia, Biology, in absentia. Emma Baldwin, Biology, cum laude. Nicole Elaine Becker, Mathematics, cum laude. Savannah Rose Bedford, Mathematics. Kaylin Bender, Biology, cum laude. Kaylin Bender, Biology, is in absentia. Mary Elizabeth Blake, Statistical and Actuarial Mathematics, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marianne Boyer, Biology. Alyssa Chong, Physics and Applied Mathematics. Riley Ann Clary, Physics. Caitlin Clark, biology, cum laude. Taylor Colgan, biology. Alexis Grace Crandall, biology, cum laude, in absentia. Erin Elizabeth Doyle, mathematics, cum laude. Emily Emerson, biology, magna cum laude. Michaela Enright, biology, cum laude. Paige Patricia Finley, physics. Joy Angelica Fullerton, biology. Morgan Elizabeth Green, mathematics. Megan Marie Grush, biology, magna cum laude. Alexandra Guevara Stevens, computing and applied mathematics. Sarah Catherine Haraus, biology. Natalie Danielle Hasty, biology, magna cum laude. Olivia Ryan Aileen Hirschberger, biology. Catherine Mary Elizabeth Hill, biology. Olivia Lori Hoff, biology. Aubrey Hauser, physics, Spanish, cum laude. Tatum Lujan Johnson, biology. Rhiannon Maria Jones, biology, magna cum laude. Claire Marie Kearns, chemistry, in absentia. Madeline Ann King, mathematics. Cecilia Klimek, chemistry, cum laude. Chloe Jane Klozinski, biology. Carrie Kohler, physics, summa cum laude. Grace Catherine Coulin, physics and applied mathematics, magna cum laude. For her second degree, Mary Margaret O'Connor Coons, biology, cum laude. Christina Lombardi, biology. Caitlin Rose Lyons, physics and applied mathematics, cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Martinez, chemistry, magna cum laude. Shannon May, physics and applied mathematics. Mila Anise Zadere Medic, chemistry. Caitlin Michelle Metz, biology. Cheeto Dorothy Moyo, biology. Caroline Thomas Nist, physics. Kaylee Novak, chemistry. Emily Ann Opman, biology, summa cum laude. McKenna O'Shea, biology, magna cum laude. Sarah Jessica Palmer, physics. Dora Ann Riddick, physics and applied mathematics, cum laude. Natasha Robinson, chemistry, magna cum laude. For her second degree, Jacqueline Elizabeth Rojas, chemistry, cum laude. Marisabel Sanchez, biology, Spanish, magna cum laude. Megan Saunders, biology, magna cum laude. Chloe Schmalz, biology, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ann Schramm, biology, magna cum laude. Bridget Nicole Slanzicki, biology, psychology. Shaylee K. Smith, biology, summa cum laude. Samantha Tiarina, biology. Angel True McGinnis, biology. Veronica Renee Van Overbeck, biology, summa cum laude. Marissa Jane Ventura, neuroscience. Emily Ann Wazorek, biology, summa cum laude, in absentia. The degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing is conferred upon Anna Marie Abel. Taylor Barnard, cum laude. Mary Beth Barnes. Shannon Buller. Shannon Buller, magna cum laude. Carly Bounds, magna cum laude. Kaylin Marie Brekovic, magna cum laude. Sedella Rose Breitenstein, cum laude. Emma Catherine Brownsberger. Maria Grace Bruno, cum laude. Morgan Marie Burnett. Hannah Marie Chenoweth. Karis Nicole Cochran. Pamela Elizabeth Condley, cum laude. Megan Marie Davey. Mary Caitlin Conley Devine. Caitlin June Edwards. Kayla Renee Erickson. Elise Nicole Gherkin. Jordan Marie Gilchrist. Delaney Rose Goggins. Angela Hagan. Claire Marie Harding, cum laude. Kylie Bridget Hillman. Madeline Nicole Keller. Kirsten Marie Canary. Lauren Brianne Canary. Emily Patricia Cracker, magna cum laude. Colleen Mary Lynch, magna cum laude. Maria Teresa Marcopoli, cum laude. Kennedy Grace Minko. Alex Marin Namer. Bridget Ann Pitts, magna cum laude. Megan Marie Reba. Taylor Diane Roach. Haley Christine Recker. Gianna Nicole Rumoro. Patricia Lorraine Sheltons. Holland Rose Sebastian. Meredith Ann Solari. Elizabeth Spybrook, magna cum laude. Jenna Bartley Stengel, cum laude. Abigail Vandemark. Morgan Vanderway, summa cum laude. Allison Nicole Van Tornhout. Lexis Mackenzie White. Megan Elizabeth Will, magna cum laude. For her second degree, Grace Margaret Zablocki, cum laude. The degree of Bachelor of Social Work is conferred upon Caterina Gonzalez Esguerra with a second major in psychology. Caitlin Heiss with a second major in sociology, summa cum laude. Rebecca Elizabeth Claybor, cum laude. Jane Frances Corson. Kaylee Rose Muldoon with a second major in psychology. Rita May Sushmita Pillay. Mia Williams, cum laude. Lauren Ellen Wood. Faith Simone Young.
Wow. I think we can acknowledge that it is not only, that was not only long, but hot. Maybe even that we feel that we'll never be dry again. I am right there with you in that. And so I think what I would like to do is, although I have a charge for the class, I'm going to cut it way back and make myself the most popular person here today. So like Dr. Neckvissel, I am struck by the number of convergences in the comments that were made today. And I am just going to skip right to a final convergence that I had in my own prepared remarks, which is about our famous poet president, Sister Madaleva. I think probably Dr. Neckvissel and I would like to know if anyone will ever quote us as much as they quote Sister Madaleva somewhere way down the road, but probably not. And I was struck that many people quoted famous things that she said that I think many of you are familiar with. But she said a lot of other wise things that are less often quoted. So I wanted to tell you all that in 1959, she offered these words about the unknown aspects of our futures and about the need to be open to whatever comes. Your own futures, she told alumnae at reunion, so full of promise and expectation, all ride at anchor for the moment here, but only for the moment. Life bears you out to sea on many tides, on diverse and conflicting currents. Here I am reminded of the great classic figure Aeneas, fleeing from his home with his father, wife, and little son, carrying his household gods over tempestuous waters to a strange new world. If you haven't read the Aeneid, head right out after commencement and pick up a copy. The word new has double significance. The Latin shores which received Aeneas were new to him. But reciprocally, he brought to them a new vitality, a new culture. This, Sister Madaleva said, is the journey, the mission of every college graduate, everywhere, always, to bear the vitalities of youth to a world awaiting them. So the context for these remarks was a reflection she was making on the phrase alma mater. We just became your alma mater. And those words literally mean generous mother. And in the Middle Ages, when we started using that phrase, not all of us were alive back then, but when we started using that phrase, it really was intended to mean that when you go to college or university, that place becomes your foster mother. It becomes the mother of your mind. And I think that Sister Madaleva's words really resonate in new ways today in an increasingly global society, in a world of linked cultures, where you really will find yourself on exciting and unexpected shores, whether that's next door in the next town where you'll discover something, or whether it's halfway around the world. And I'm the literal mother of 3 daughters who live and work in South Africa, Boston, and Egypt, so I am keenly aware of just how unexpected great opportunities can be. So I hope for all of you great discoveries wherever the tides of life take you, and I also hope those tides bring you back to St. Mary's very often. Because to be an alum, Sister Madaleva said, is to bear on one's shoulders this mother of one's mind, perennially old, perennially young, into whatever other lives you might lead. So, I know you're going to thank your families. I know they're going to celebrate you, so I'm not going to take a moment to have you stand and have them give you a blessing. I'm just going to ask you, as you leave St. Mary's, take what you've learned here, go into the world, make a real difference. You know you can change the world. Create community in your personal and professional worlds, work for justice, lift up the marginalized, and walk with confidence with those who need your solidarity. Steward with responsibility this small and fragile planet that we share with so many others. Embrace all the new challenges and all the opportunities that come to you, even those you're not entirely sure you're ready for. Maybe especially those that you're not sure you're entirely ready for. Keep stretching, keep growing, look more for questions than for answers, and ask yourself regularly that question you've all heard before, posed by the poet Mary Oliver. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Go forth.
This ceremony will end with the recession. The stage party will exit first, and students will follow. Students will end the recession in front of the Student Center. Audience members, please remain in your seats until the recession is complete. But first, will the graduates please stand and sing The Bells of St. Mary's, led by graduating senior Bridget Donnelly.
St. Mary's, we always will love you. With your inspiration, we never will fail. Your chimes will forever bring sweet memories of you. So brother, ring out while we sing for you and for me. Saint Mary's, Saint Mary's, we hear the voice calling your old girls, your young girls, the girls you love best. To you all, Mater, with beauty enthralling, we bring our hearts, we sing our praise, beloved and best.